These two are undoubtedly among the fanciest products I've unboxed in a while. They're from Acoustic Audio, a relatively new brand at least for me. I haven't tried them before. These are my first products. Looking at their catalog on their website, it all seems pretty premium, serious bee's knees. I have two of their products here, one from the SDA series, namely the SDA High-end Max, and the other is the SPA Limited Edition. And it says Silver Angel, maybe it's a product series name. Alright, let's check it out. Let's start with the SDA High-end Max first. I like this box, it looks like a strange sort of a metallic cube. Although the internal packaging is a bit difficult to remove, it's tightly packed. Okay, we have some ear tips and a pretty nice looking artwork. I suppose this is the Silver Angel mascot perhaps? Kinda looks like a Rolls-Royce Spirit of Ecstasy, And oh man, there they are. Shiny, shiny. I mean, I've seen these pictures before I get them, but they look even more striking in person. I hope the camera's doing it justice. These are so beautifully made. The back has these like tiny diamond design encased in a resin, and the surrounding is just shiny chrome finished metal. We've seen that design many times before. For some reason, that Ear Acoustics logo sort of reminds me of Shelby, like some Mustang or something. I can't remember. It reminds me of an automobile. Even the carry pouch has that logo embedded on it. Nice. Really? Did we really need a plastic packaging for one of your highest end flagship products? Come on. We are so... Okay, that's the cable, pretty nice and thick. They have given a 3.5mm termination for this. I usually prefer 4.4mm nowadays, but it's fine. Maybe these are pretty easy to drive, we'll find out. But man, that design is awesome. So if this is like the standard edition, what does the limited edition look like? Let's find out. Let's unbox this SPA one. The naming could be better, it's pretty confusing. I'll talk about that in a second, but let's just look at what we have here. Alright, so far it seems pretty identical. Even the back of the IEMs look mostly similar. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but let's see if there is anything else different. Whoa, what is this? The entire body has some sort of a machined finish to it. That is so bizarre and interesting, man. I've never seen that in any IEM before. Yeah, this looks like a piece of jewelry more than anything, doesn't it? I mean, look at this. It shines in the light in any angle. It makes the previous STA version that we saw kind of look pale in comparison. The logos appear similar, but the finishing is drastically different. I actually like this. It's a pretty polarizing design, I'll be honest. It's not for everyone. Some people may not like it. But hey, I don't mind something a little flashy once in a while. Even the carry pouch is a little bit different. I mean, there has to be some differences, right? It is a limited edition after all. And these aren't exactly cheap. Again, we'll talk about that, but let's just enjoy the experience first. And you had to include man. Like why? Why do brands do this? Don't include those stupid plastic pouches, please. You are just doing your own beautiful products a disservice. It ruins the experience. Or maybe that's just me, I don't know. The cable feels similar to the STA version, just in white color. That's okay. And there's something else in the box. So, it feels weird, like a worm. What is that? Oh, is it a bracelet or something? There seems to be an ornamental piece, but I'm not sure. You tell me. What do you think this is? It looks like a bracelet. I mean, I don't wear anything on my wrist, so I'll keep it to a side, but okay, that's new. Alright, fine. We unbox these shiny boys, but let's see how they actually sound. I started listening to the SPA Limited Edition and I immediately noticed a few changes. These are a lot more forward than I expected, meaning that there's a lot more emphasis in the upper mids for human vocals. They can sound a bit shouty and sibilant sometimes in a few tracks like Baptized in Fear, for example. But again, it's every now and then. For the most part, the vocals are sparkly and beautiful. In some tracks like Adele's Hello, you can hear the chorus more clearly, at least compared to what I'm used to, which surprised me. This, in my opinion, is their strong suit, their highlighting feature, the great vocals or upper mids. There's also a lot more mid-bass than I'm used to. Again, I'm not a fan of bass. For example, in tracks like Cry For Me, these do hit a lot. Like there's significant impact in that mid-bass. It's not bass head territory by any means. They are still well controlled and clean. But from a personal preference point of view, it's a bit more than what I would like. But these are extremely fun to listen to. Most tracks will sound great. Just make sure you dial down the volume a bit if it's a vocal heavy track because they can be a bit shouty. Moving on to the SDA High-end Max, these have way stronger mid-bass and sub-bass. If a bass head listens to tracks like Starboy on these, they'll just have an orgasm on the spot. The STAs are also a lot more gentler on the treble as well and the upper mid-range. So that shoutiness that we saw in the SPA series is not present here, which may be a good thing depending on your preference. And yes, these ones are definitely in bass head territory, but they are not stinky bass. What I mean by stinky is when the bass just bloats and overpowers everything, the kind that you usually get with generic headphones and earphones. That's not what this is. It's powerful, but well within its range, not bleeding through. That's the mark of a high-end, well-tuned product, and these are exactly that. Both of these are really easy to drive. I mean, just out of curiosity, I connected this SPA one to this special cable I have, the Fancy Boy 9000 from Effect Audio, and these got so loud that I couldn't move past 2 levels in volume from zero. Yeah, these are really easy to drive and they do not require any extra amplification, which is a good news for mobile setup users like us. You can just plug them into your phone with a simple USB dongle, which obviously supports high-res music, and you're good to go. I wish they also provided a USB, dongle in the package like Rose Technics does, but oh well. And since we spoke about the price, yeah, both of these are not exactly cheap, but there are much more affordable versions as well on their site. But honestly, after looking at these, I am convinced of their quality, man. This is a serious brand. They do not make some generic garbage. These are actually seriously good. Again, they are a bit shouty and bassy for me. Both of them, including the SPA, is a bit too bass heavy for my liking. So I'll be sticking with my Thick Boy. My Thick Boy is still good, the Kiwi Ears KE4. But yeah, this is an impressive piece of hardware. Both from a sound perspective and design as well. Honestly, to me at least, the design is the highlighting factor here. Man, these are beautiful. Alright, well, those were two of the top options from the Ear Acoustics SPA and STA series. What do you think? Have you ever seen an IEM like these?